Exchange kids, it's Miss Liz here. I'm so excited to talk with you today. Now, as some of you know, we've been in a series where a mystery box appears and it has some kind of special clues to help us with our talk. I hope I get one today. Woo! I think that's the mystery box. Let's go see if we got one. I did get one! Okay, mystery box riddle. Let's see what we have here. Mystery box, what do you hide? Mystery box, what's inside? Is it some of Annie's rocks or a pair of mild socks? Let us guess and then open wide. Ooh, okay, so before I look inside, there are some clues here to help us figure out what it is. Clue number one. These can come in many different colors. Okay, many different colors. Any guesses yet? We'll keep going. Okay, let's see. Clue number two. Clue number two, yeah. This one is, okay, this one says, I am sometimes used at parties. Okay, sometimes used at parties. Any guesses yet? Go for a third clue. Let's see what this one says. Clue number three. We are filled often with air. Filled with air. Okay, these are colorful. They're used at parties. They're filled with air. Do you have any guesses of what it could be? Okay, let's see what's inside. Oh, Exchange kids! Look at this, some of my favorites. It's balloons. Oh, I'm so glad the mystery box gave me balloons. Oh, I'm so excited. So balloons, these actually make me feel really happy. And I'm so glad that we have these because I'm actually going to be talking about happiness and joy today in our lesson. So this is perfect. Now, Exchange kids, as you might know, right now it's springtime. So the sun is out in the sky and flowers are blooming everywhere and people are out and about, and you might be experiencing kind of an excitement and a happiness and joy. A lot of people are feeling that right now. I know I am. And that's actually something we're going to talk about today, happiness. But, Exchange kids, do you know the difference between happiness and joy? They look really similar on the outside, but they're actually very different. Happiness comes when things around us are good. Like maybe something fun happens, like you get a special chocolate cupcake for dessert from your parents after dinner one day. Or maybe a friend of yours says something nice to you. These are outside things that make us feel good on the inside for a little bit. But joy, joy is even better, Exchange kids. And the Bible talks a lot about joy and how it wants us to be joyful. Let me give you a couple example verses. In Philippians 4:4, Paul says, rejoice in the Lord always. And again I say, rejoice. In Psalm 118:24, King David says, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And later on, in Psalm 16:11a, he reminds us that joy comes from God and being in his presence. He's talking about God here. You, God, make known to me the path of life, and in your presence there is fullness of joy. And again, it talks about joy in Nehemiah 8:10b, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Exchange kids, joy comes from a deep knowing of God, knowing that he loves you, he's there for you always, and that he has a plan for your life, no matter what outside things might be happening. Knowing these things deep in our hearts and minds, they remind us that we have something to steady us and keep us focused on God. And no matter what happens, he's always going to be there. Joy is an inside thing that comes from knowing and loving God that makes us feel good on the inside, but then stays a lot longer than happiness. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about using these balloons from the mystery box. So happiness is like this balloon right here. Something fun might happen, like your parents take you out to your favorite burger place for a yummy cheeseburger. Yes, and yum. But maybe something bad happens, like some of your siblings steal a bunch of your fries, and that bad thing blows away your happiness. Because happiness comes from outside things happening to you. When bad outside things happen, they can blow away your happiness, so it's not there anymore. It doesn't last very long. But joy. Joy is like this balloon right here. Joy is that inside knowledge that God loves you, and when we focus on that weighty, good feeling, that peace and assurance, it stays with us. And even when bad or hard things happen, I'm a bad thing, trying to blow away your joy. Our joy doesn't go anywhere. It can't get blown away. Our joy can't be taken away because it's from an inside thing. It's big and it's grounding and it's deeply powerful. And that joy comes from our love from God and our relationship with God. Now, Exchange kids, is it okay to feel both joy and happiness in our life? Yes, of course. I feel happy all the time from little outside things that happen to me. But the important thing is that we shouldn't always be chasing all of those outside happy things. Instead, we should be focusing on the joy of knowing God and loving God deep inside our hearts and minds. Now, Exchange kids, I want to leave you with one last Bible verse, and this is a special one to me. This is something that Jesus said to us in the book of John in chapter 15:11. He says this, "These things I've spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full." And that's my hope for all of you, Exchange kids. May you stay focused on the goodness of God and your relationship with Him, so that even when hard things come, your joy doesn't go anywhere, because you are so filled with the knowing of God, loving Him, your relationship with Him, that it keeps you steady and joyful, and that's something that can't blow away. Well, thanks for joining me today, Exchange kids. I hope you have a wonderful and joyful rest of your week. Bye for now.